Hello everybody and welcome back to the next installment in Dogs with Every Gun Show. Today I'm going to be focusing on a new category I like to call the non-automatic assault rifles. These weapons are very unique because most weapons in the game are in fact fully automatic, but these guns are not. They're either semi-automatic or burst fire, so that's cool. That's what makes them unique. If you're really bored with the game always using fully automatic weapons, then I definitely recommend you take these guns out for a spin. And these guns are the most fun when you're accurate and on point. So as always, practice before you get into a match so you can be on target. And on that note, I'm going to start with the very first gun right now. Numero uno, we have the M16. This is the starting assault rifle in the game, as well as one of the only two burst fire weapons in the game. This gun is pretty much like it was in Call of Duty Modern Warfare Reflex, but the big kicker here is that without stopping power, this gun goes from a really good high tier weapon to a kind of a low, mediocre, average weapon, which is kind of sad in my opinion. And the reason for that is because of stopping power. Without stopping power, you need 3 bullets to kill, and every time you burst the weapon, 3 bullets comes out of the muzzle. So if you think about it, it's really hard to get that one burst kill like you could in Modern Warfare Reflex, and it's really hard to do so now in Black Ops. But that doesn't stop me from using the M16 because, believe it or not guys, the M16 is my favorite gun in the game. If you look on my 15th Prestige Combat record, you'll see that the M16 was the most times that I've used that gun, that I've gotten the most kills with. And the reason for that is because I feel that the M16 is really rewarding if you are accurate with the weapon. If you're on spot and on target, you will have to use very minimal bursts to kill the opponent, as well as the built-in ammo conservation mechanism because it is burst fire, so you don't find yourself using up a lot of bullets and spending a lot of bullets and wasting a lot of bullets like you easily could with automatic weapons. And if you didn't know already, the M16 has a couple of attributes that the other assault rifles don't, one of them being bullet spread. If you use the ACOG sight or the infrared scope, the bullet spread tightens significantly, so it makes it easier to get those one burst kills, as well as the damage profile. For the M16, the damage drop off is a lot farther than all the other weapons, so you'll still be doing good damage at very far distances, making the M16 kind of an anti-sniper weapon, which is really good, you know, for those people hiding in nooks and crannies. Overall, these benefits aren't as good as what stopping power offered, but you can't ask for everything. These are still good reasons why to use the M16, and are the reasons why the M16 is my favorite weapon in this game. Next up, we have the M16 again. Not really, we actually have the M16 minus to the M14 assault rifle, and this is one of the only two semi-automatic ARs in the game, the other being the FN-FAL. And the great thing about both of these weapons is that they're a 2-bullet kill in their sweet spot range, which is a pretty good distance away. I don't think any other assault rifle in the game is a 2-bullet kill besides these. And to me, for the M14, I like it a lot because it has extended mags built in, because again, it's 20 rounds and this gun is semi-automatic, so you don't really just spray this weapon or waste a lot of bullets. You can be very accurate and take a lot of people down without reloading. So that's good. You guys know how I rave a lot about extended mags, and I'm glad it has a built-in one for this weapon. The iron sights, some people like them, some don't. I'm in the crowd that don't like the iron sights too much. That's why you see me replace the iron sights with a red dot sight in this gameplay. You can do whatever you want. And also the recoil, man. This gun has a lot of recoil. If you shoot repeatedly at an enemy, you'll constantly shoot over their heads. So that's obviously not good. That's why I also recommend you use the grip attachment. The grip is really good. And this is also one of the weapons I like to warlord a grip and a sight on, so I can get both advantages. This gun does fairly well in the core modes, but if you really want to get into the M14 strengths, I definitely recommend you take it for a spin in the hardcore modes. You'll definitely have fun because it acts like a little sniper. You can shoot people and it'll always be a one-hit kill, even if you have a suppressor on it. If you have a suppressor, it's still a one-hit kill, and it's fun going around trying to be a ninja, trying to be ninja-like, kind of evading the enemy's fire and returning fire with this weapon. It is really fun. So yeah, the M14 is great in the right mode and in the right situation. Very similar to the M14, we have the FN-FAL, and the FN-FAL stands for Fabrique Nationale, the manufacturer of this gun. Fusil automatique léger, meaning light automatic rifle. Or we can say screw it. We can say screw it to this very complicated name and just call it the F and fail like a lot of people do in zombies. And by the way, a lot of zombie names, when you pack-a-punch the gun, they turn to really funny things, the F and FAL being the best of them, because it turns into an F and failure of a gun to an epic win, which is really, really, really cool. And I don't know if the F and FAL is in the Wii versions of zombies or not. I don't know if it comes out of the mystery box or if you can buy it off the wall. I forgot, but I know for sure that a lot of guns aren't in the Wii version in the box. They don't come out of the mystery box. So I don't know why that's the case. Again, it's a shame, but oh well, what are we going to do? For multiplayer, this gun is a lot like the M14, and if you're going to choose either this one or the M14, you have to choose between a trade-off of power or recoil. If you want more power, choose the M14. If you want less recoil, choose the FNFAL, because there is no grip attachment and there is no need for a grip attachment because the FNFAL has pretty okay recoil. It doesn't jump up a lot. You can shoot really fast and the gun will stay in place. This gun does pretty well at medium range and excels a lot like the M14 in the hardcore modes. Some people like the iron sights, some people don't. I think the iron sights are okay for me, but if you don't like them, go ahead and put a red dot sight on this. And the good thing about this, unlike the M14, is that you don't have to warlord a grip on it, so that frees up your second perk slot. You can either use sleight of hand for a faster aim down sight, or steady aim if you find yourself always in close quarters combat, but try to stay away from close quarters combat because again, this is the FAL semi-automatic. It's hard to really take people up close. Along with the M14, I definitely recommend you guys use the FAL in order to improve your aim because it is a little harder to use these weapons, and if you master these weapons, you can change the game from an FN failure into an epic win. Finalizing this weapon set, we have the G11, and before I get into the G11, I would just like to say that I think it's pretty funny that everybody on my team happens to be a YouTube commentator. I didn't join a party like this, it just happened to be like that. So needless to say, I have a lot of good people supporting me in this game. And for the G11, I think the G11 is a great weapon. I think a lot of people use it in game battles, especially with the CCP, because with the classic controller, it turns into just another weapon out of this world. There's a lot of unique things that go along with the G11. I'm going to start with the first one here. And it's that this gun starts out with 48 rounds, so it acts like an extended mags without even having to put the attachment on. The second one is the low power scope. If you put the low power scope, this gun acts like a mini sniper, and it's great because in the Wii version, the low power scope has no sway at all whatsoever, while in the other versions of the game, it does. So take that advantage, you know. A semi-sniper that has no idle sway. The next one is that this gun has a high rate of fire, even faster than the FAMAS and all those other high rate of fire weapons, so a one burst kill is actually very easy for the G11, unlike the M16, where it's really hard to get a one burst kill with that weapon. The next one is that this gun is like an SMG and an assault rifle combined, like I said, a hybrid, because the hip fire accuracy of this is like an SMG. It's actually smaller than all the other assault rifles, so you can actually hip fire with this weapon. It's okay to hip fire and do good with it. The final thing is that if you use Sleight of Hand Pro, in addition to Sleight of Hand Pro, you also get Steady Aim Pro, because try it, if you sprint and quickly enter your sights, it goes in so fast, it's unbelievable. And also not to mention too that this is not a sniper rifle, so if you use Sleight of Hand Pro, you can actually zoom in ADS very, very quickly. This gun is absolutely incredible. It's one of the best weapons in the game, hands down, and also not a lot of people use it, so it's a diamond in the rough. It's definitely a well-kept secret in the game. And that's the finale for this episode of Dogs with Every Gun Show. Join me next time where I will be showcasing the shotguns in the game. And I know a lot of you guys like the shotguns, so stay tuned. And at the end, I want to have an announcement, and it's that I'm going to be starting my sophomore year in college, and therefore I don't really have a lot of time to make videos. In fact, tomorrow I'm going to be flying to Boston, where I'll be wishing my baby sister good luck. She's going to be starting her freshman year in college, and then I'm going to fly back here to California, to Los Angeles, and then prepare a little bit more, and then fly back finally all the way to Philadelphia, because that's where my college is, in Philadelphia, and start my college year. So again, I won't have a lot of free time for like, you know, a couple of weeks, but I'm going to be still putting out the easier videos that I can put out, like the question and answer series. That doesn't take a lot of hard work to do. So I hope you guys understand, and for all you guys that are still in school, I wish you the very best of luck. And on that note, I'm going to end the episode here. Until next time, my name is Kitlat, and have a good day.